Welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. I'm Matt Waldman with the Rookie Scouting Portfolio. We're going to take a look at Pittsburgh quarterback Kenny Pickett. Pickett's getting some buzz right now as a prospect who's rising, at least in the media community. And certainly that's probably informed by what scouts are telling some of the media community. Now, when I watch him, I like his quick feet. I like his arm strength. But there's some things that I'd like to see him do a little bit better. And pre-snap diagnosis is one of those things. You know, pre-snap, when you're getting ready to snap the ball and you basically have a situation where you have one safety high at the opposite side, at the left side of the field, and you have one safety who's playing a little bit more up in this particular situation. You know, when you have that safety playing more of the flat look, and you know that you have a singled up wide receiver with the defensive back playing outside shade, this outside receiver on your right should be your primary target. This should be the player you're trying to set things up to hit, because as you can see the safety dropping, he's dropping more to the middle of the field, but that should be confirmation that this area right behind the safety playing up is going to be open, especially with the outside shade coverage. So it would be good for him, even though he's opening up here to this side already. So if he wants to open up and look towards the seam with the tight end, that's great. Manipulate that. Your drop's over. This ball should be coming out. He should hitch right here, and instead of turn to his left side, he should hitch and go to the receiver on the right. But because he thinks of this corner dropping here, he decides he's going to go to the receiver on the left. But as he goes to do that, it's well covered, and you still have this flat defender underneath. And this is one of those things where with the defender playing off right here anyway, you know, he opens up too soon and doesn't really give this throw a chance. And I think that, you know, when it comes to pre-snap diagnosis, you look at the situation and it's with the defender, the safety on the left, dropping back like this, it's going to be harder for him to transition across the field. Look to the seam or to the tight end here, number 7. Come off that, hitch, and fire that ball to 18, who's open. Now, one of the things I do like about Pickett's game is that he has anticipation. You're going to see him drop back 3 steps. Here's the receiver who's going to have on the left sideline here, who's going to break back to the ball. Pickett begins his throw at the top of the stem. The ball is coming out as the receiver makes his turn. Wide open. You know, the ball's on time. Receiver's able to turn upfield and get the gain, and a lot of this has to do with both the receiver's break, but the quarterback's timing, getting this ball out. Now, the thing that I have a problem with Pickett here with this particular play that can be a little bit better with his game is that while he has quick feet to set up, he has a baseball-style delivery. You can see that front foot kind of come out and kick out, and then he has a wide stance as he delivers. And while he can generate some power and he has a pretty good arm and some decent velocity to make throws across the field, his feet slow him down because that long step and that wide stance slows down his release. He has quick release, you know, from the hips up. His upper body mechanics of the release are quick. The lower body, slow. That's a longer, you know, delivery, and then the ball has to kind of come out after that quickly. You want him to develop his feet so that he can generate the torque and he can generate the velocity and accuracy with a more efficient lower body release, so he can get the ball out faster. The faster he can get the ball out and do it from different platforms without having to take that long stance, the less likely he's going to take hits, less likely he's going to get sacked, more likely he can make throws all over the field where he can make late turns and pivots and be accurate. This is a play that a lot of people are going to love from Pickett because, again, the value on mobility, the ability to extend plays, feeling the pressure, rolling out to his right, and doing a great job with the scramble drill. You have the receiver at the right pylon here near the goal line who is going to work deeper to the end line and then across the end line. Pickett does a great job of buying that time, climbing the pocket, then throwing on the move, and he throws it on the line with pretty good footwork on the move here. places it exactly where the receiver needs it. It's a perfect throw. Take a look at it from this angle, and you see once again, I mean, there's mobility there. You get the velocity. You have the ability to, check out your progressions on the left side of the field, roll out from the pressure, get outside quick enough, fire that ball across the body with velocity and placement. It's perfect placement. It's going to be a throw that a lot of people are going to get excited about. This is one of the areas where I think Kenny Pickett needs to watch a lot of Lamar Jackson or any quarterback who knows how to climb the pocket, because the first inclination that Pickett has pretty much with every pass rush is to flush to the right. You're going to see him flush to the right here, and he cuts off half the field. You can see number 11 here. I'm going to show you later why he could be able to hit number 11. Instead, he has to throw it across his body, and it's a low and away throw that the receiver can't get to. But if we look at this play earlier, he finishes his climb right here. Now, I understand that he feels some of this inside pressure, but he's not even actually, he doesn't even feel this yet. He's looking downfield up the seam. At this next hitch, he's still looking down the field. It's about right here where he decides he's got to run. And at that decision point, the defender has outside leverage. Instead of backing up to run, if his first inclination were to climb, he could climb and he would have this receiver working back to him, who's at the left hash right now, coming back here. And when he climbs, it's going to bring up the defenders because you have your outlet receiver here. Your linebackers are going to climb towards the receiver, and Pickett could climb and throw, and it'd keep the rest of the field open, which might even open the right side of the field a little bit more. But when you start moving to the right, now the coverage is going to tighten up to the right. But you can see number 11 right here, turning around. If he had climbed, look at the pocket he probably has. Now this defender here who's getting double teamed might try to have split in that, but still the likelihood of that defender being able to do so as Pickett climbs is minimal. He would have been able to hit number 11. This is something he's going to have to work on, because you can't just flush or retreat and move to your right on every type of play. You limit your options. You're less efficient. You're wasting more energy. You're wasting time. You're forcing receivers to reroute more than continuing the routes that they were running. So this is something he's going to have to work on. This is also a play that's going to get people excited, because when he drops back and he looks up the seam here, you got a deep safety. He has a one-on-one on the left side that's going to be back shoulder. He feels the pressure of the interior lineman, the linebacker coming through between center and guard. He does a good job of setting his feet and firing that ball with pressure coming and placing it outside shoulder, or at least close enough to the outside shoulder that the receiver can go up and make the catch. The velocity's there. You like the job of being able to go to that backside after, looking to the middle of the field where you have two receivers who are going to be breaking inside, holding that safety a bit, and firing under pressure. Again, these are plays that NFL people are going to like when they value the physicality of a quarterback, the physical skills, some of the throwing skills. They'll like the placement too. But once again, you want to see Pickett learn to climb the pocket. His first reaction is to retreat and flush to his right. You're going to get pressure coming off the right side. See how everyone's in the middle to the right side when it comes to the pressure here. You have a double team that looks like it's breaking through, or, the defender's splitting the double team here, but he slides off to the right. Pickett feels this pressure right here. At this point, if Pickett feels this and senses this, instead of retreating, which is what he's about to do right there, if he can feel this and climb, hitch when you start to feel that pocket push on that side. Even if he doesn't see this specific defender, he's got to feel the pocket collapsing on his right. And when that happens, he needs to hitch up. He needs to climb up, especially if it's in the middle of the field. He may not see these two open men because maybe these lanes are blocked a little bit, but that's another reason to climb and get in here. But he doesn't do that, and his first reaction is to back up, and he's toast. Thanks again for watching. For more RSP boiler room videos, you can check out my YouTube channel, Matt Waldman's RSP Film Room, and my site, www.mattwaldmanrsp.com.